today, while we are in this world wherein like we are amidst chaos, uh, wars, destructions, environmental destructions, only few of them, like few people, stand with courage to uh, get peace in the world. One amongst them is our guest today. If I had to read about him, I would say he is the global peace leader, eminent scientist, first ever Indian origin to receive US President's Lifetime Achievement Award, first ever Indian origin whose statue in bronze medal is installed in European Historical Museum, and many worldwide honors. He is the chairman and chief chancellor of various governmental organizations, come groups of peace universities. Few of them are the American University USA, the United Nations University USA, Young Scientists University USA, Academy of Universal Global Peace USA, and many more. He is the chief ambassador of um, United Nations World Peace Association. Uh, he is the chairman for United Nations SDG, which is Sustainable Development, chairman for United Nations GDO. I'm honored to welcome His Eminence Professor Dr. Madhu Krishan ji. Sir, it was an honor. It is indeed an honor to speak to you today. So, as I read your profile, what I am confused about. Do you at least you remember what honors you have? It's a list which actually it's a few, I suppose.
Yes, absolutely.
And then it's an honor. Why is like because you are a Indian origin, you are an Indian, and then honored throughout the world. So to begin with, like recent days, or you can say since long, when I've been watching your videos, I've seen you praising Narendra Modi ji. So we'll begin with that.
Yes, first of all, to all my fellow Indians, the citizen of India as well as the global citizen living on the same earth planet, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Matram. Really, it gives me immense pleasure today when a person, dignitary like you, Mr. Raj, a celebrity kind of person from a very renowned TV media, you have come to talk to me like a friendly talk today. It's not official, but yes, like a friendly talk today. I'm really I'm expressing my gratitude and the highest regard to you and to your TV channel, and all the listeners, those who are listening to our this program. That includes the grassroots level people, the villager, the the least to the top. My regards and gratitude to you all. As you have questioned about Maniniya Pradhan Mantri Modi ji, who is not only my favorite, but is the favorite of all Indians, because Indians have given the mandate to him to make him the prime minister not for one time but
Multiple.
continuous time. Plus, he is also a favorite of many NRIs like me, those who are living out of the country. He is a role model leader for the whole world. Not only NRI, but he is also the favorite of many countries, prime ministers, and presidents. You must have noticed many country presidents, even including Donald Trump, used to call him my best friend. Russia, president calls him, Putin calls him my best friend. Recently, Germany also calls him my best friend. Many countries. Truly speaking, after he became the prime minister of India, right from, I think 2014 onwards, the image of we all NRIs in the whole world, it has gone to a higher dimension. Truly speaking, earlier in countries like US, like UK, they were treating Indian origin as the second class or the third class, people. They always used to call us third world country, people from third world country. And when they used to address us, the people from the third world country, it was pinching me, it was hurting me, and I was getting grieved. I'm talking about 40 years back, 40 years back. But yes, truly speaking, Manini Pradhan Mantri Modi ji, after his leadership, we all are getting a good image. Plus, the sustainable development of India is also growing rapidly. We have come up to the third level now. GDP have to come up to the third level. From the fifth, it was earlier, it was least, but now it has come up to that level. It is a matter of high appreciation. I'm not counting the political party. We are zero politics and zero religion. Our concept as a scientist, as a world famous scientist, as a global leader of global peace, we are 100% zero politics and zero religion. But yes, spirituality, we support the people from any sector to the spiritual level, to the spirituality, we support that thing. Thank you that you have asked me this question.
Yes, sir. So going ahead, I mean, recently you spoke about reuniting Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal in India. So it's a very straight statement wherein like you talk about geopolitics also.
Yes.
So how come you can justify the statement?
See, as I told you, first of all, I am from the Indian soil, son of the soil. Second, for your information, I am the grandson of a freedom fighter. My grandfather was arrested by the British government in the year 1911 from Tamil Nadu, and he was sent to Kalapani jail, cellular jail, Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar Island. You must be knowing the history of cellular jail, Kalapani. Whoever was sent there, they were the hardcore freedom fighter, not normal freedom fighter. British government, they were afraid of, people like my grandfather, and they thought if they are kept in mainland of India, those days even Port Blair was not even a part of India. It was not a part of India. So he was sent there. So my grandfather, the freedom fighter, the community of the freedom fighter of 1901 to 1911 and all, they had a vision of Akhand Bharat. Akhand Bharat, where all countries where the Britishers were ruling, by divide and rule policy, bringing hatred between own Indians, bringing conflicts between own Indians, dividing, classification of caste system, more strongly they were, playing the political, tricks to divide Indians. As I told you, even if the history wise, if we see the history wise, I'm talking about 1500 years back, even BC, before Christ, history says that there was one king ruled from Africa to India. That means India means up to Sri Lanka and Maldives and all. And India was counted as, which is now divided, politically divided after the freedom fighting movement, after the independence, they divided into Pakistan. Up to Afghanistan, Balochistan, all were the part of India. And other side, the Siachen, and all those things, all was part of India. So my grandfather had a vision of that. So that is transferred to me genetically also as a grandson of my grandfather. My vision is, to have once again Akhand Bharat, and I believe that through the support of my fellow Indians, it is possible in one day or the other, sometime maybe in our next generation, it is possible.
So you advocate about ending wars like drugs, terrorism, illegalities, everything. But when you work, actually work, you work into countries and continents like which are like economically backward, sort of. So don't you think like this need to be started into countries like US? Like what I'm going to say, like they are the so-called superpowers. So don't you think these things should start from there?
See, as I told you, as I mentioned you, as my scientific career as a scientist, when I saw my own fellow scientists are involved, deeply involved in manufacturing of biochemical weapon, nuclear weapons. Even corona was a biochemical war. It was man-made, in the laboratory, man-made. That is a separate topic. If sometime
We can
time
take
is
up
given,
that.
I can expose. As a scientist, I can expose. It was, a big conspiracy. Anyhow, so when I saw this thing, I took a decision in the year 1984 that no, I am not for this world. Destroying the world, destruction of the world, I'm not for that. I'm for uniting the
United.
world, bringing unity among diversity, bringing love, peace, and harmony among the diversity. Then we started a movement that time with a few groups of my scientific people along with me. We started a new movement to build up a transformed civilization. I use the word civilization. Transform civilization of peace loving, peace living, and peace practicing community. We started with that, with the motto stop war, stop drugs, stop terrorism, stop organized crime, stop human trafficking, and to promote human rights and the constitutional right of each and every respective countries. We started with that, and in this movement, many country people, the like-minded people, the good thinker, people, they started joining us, and then a time had come that every year we used to transform around 30,000. We call them as a peace builders. We call them as
Individuals.
individuals. 30,000 were trained by us academically, all over the world. Academically, we have trained them and they became the peace builders, peace ambassadors, and then ultimately I teach them to become the nation builder. Ultimately, nation builder. So they have become the nation builder. I know around 8 billion population in the world. It is difficult. We have started some movement. We could reach to so many countries. We could reach to 120 countries. I still have a dream and passion to reach to all 200 countries with a team of our peace ambassadors and the nation builders.
So likewise, what my point was like the latest developments, Venezuela. So the Trump government, the moves of Trump governments, are they towards peace, actual peace in the world?
See, I don't want to make any statement, the political statement now, because still the matter is in the court. In the court, where the Venezuela president is, facing the trial in the court. So it is sub judice in the court. So I don't want to make any comments on that. As far as my personal view goes, for example, it was already established that Venezuela president was deeply involved in the drugs. Deeply involved in the drugs. Many drugs were caught. Not only drugs, many Venezuela immigrants, they were coming to US raping young girls, and not only after raping, they used to kill them, murder them. If you see our honorable President Donald Trump's before election, he had announced that One innocent girl was killed, murdered, and raped, brutally raped, and then murdered by a Venezuela person, Venezuela illegal immigrants. This is only one incident which Donald Trump, president, has mentioned about, and he told, when I'm coming in the power, I'm going to take punishment. I'm going to punish this man, and he did that also. We appreciate that. Since you are a very senior journalist, since you have asked me, I never want to do any comments. Nobody has asked me this question. Coming to the strategical point, Venezuela had become a center for China and for Russia. Of course, Russia is a friend of India. We appreciate that. We appreciate in all respect. But the attitude of Chinese, they were a threat for America. Venezuela is here and this is America. Same thing like India and Sri Lanka. Just try to visualize the map of India and Sri Lanka. Nobody can deny this fact that Chinese in Sri Lanka has captured the port, the harbor of Sri Lanka. They have given some monetary benefit to Sri Lankan government, but they have captured the whole of harbor. And the condition now, it is a factual and genuine facts which I am speaking now, because I go to Sri Lanka very often. I go there very, very often there. We have our university branch also there. Now for the Sri Lankan citizen to enter into the harbor, which is occupied by Chinese, they cannot enter. They need a permit. They need a pass. It is just like a visa. Even if Sri Lankan citizen, it is their land, their own place. They are the bona fide citizen of Sri Lanka, but they cannot enter to the port area. See the conspiracy. If we just view a vision ahead, who knows? Because China has occupied Sri Lanka. In Andaman Nicobar Island, there is an island called Coco Island. Coco Island is just very near to Diglipur Island. That island has been captured by China. If you just see the map, world map, where Andaman Nicobar Islands are there, just on the top there is a Coco Island. Once upon a time, that Coco Island was belonging to India. But that island was somehow given, by mistake or something like that, as a lease, long lease to Burma. And Burma has given that island to China. So China is now having their defense academy, training center in Coco Island. Just try to visualize. Down below Sri Lanka, here Coco Island captured by Chinese. Two places, Pakistan to unka hai, kuch bhi karo, they can do anything. They are sold, Pakistan is totally sold in the hand of China. If something happened, missile from all three corners, four corners, what will be there? Already they have encroached some land, Siachen ka land and all those things, they have already done the encroachment and all. So this strategy, what China has done in Sri Lanka for, terrorizing India, same thing they did in Venezuela. So I will appreciate Donald Trump, his vision, foresightedness. He has already, made a study and then he did this thing. Of course, little human rights problem is there. I don't support that also. I don't support that thing. That doesn't mean that, but it is my personal view. one thing which he was done, to neutralize the thing. Second thing, since you have asked me the question, I'm speaking from my heart as a global citizen, for the peace. When the American troops have gone there to Venezuela, do you think Venezuela had enough army? They had full of missiles, they had full of equipment supplied by China. Why they did not retaliate? Why all the army was keeping quiet, keeping silent? Why in the next day the parliament, opposition leader and their own leader did not raise a single word? Everybody is quiet. Everybody is silent. That shows even the ruling party of Venezuela and the opposition party of Venezuela and army is in support of this movement of stopping drugs.
So likewise, you were honored by Obama,
Yes.
President Obama, and now Trump. So what major difference do you see in this both governments?
So as I told you, we are, whichever country I go, we are 100% zero politics. Barack Obama was from a different party. Donald Trump is from a different party. I respect all. I respect all. Barack Obama had given me Lifetime Achievement Award. That is called US President Lifetime Achievement Award. He had given me, in the year 2016 for my work in 80 countries.
Yeah, I read so.
For you must have read that thing. Okay, for my work in 80 countries, for the peace building, for the peace education, for the humanitarian work, and so many things. Establishing global peace, for building up a transformed civilization of peace loving, peace living, peace practice. He has done it. But again, remember it. I will tell you. Of course, you have seen in the Google. You must have seen that I received that thing. But I refused to receive that certificate from Barack Obama. I told no, I have done the work, not expecting anything back. I wrote them, if at all you want to give me in India, my karma bhumi. And they accepted it. One person from US, came, brought the certificate and gave me in India. So mera jo lagao is for the land of India. Yeah, that it shows that only.
So when you talk about wars now worldwide, it's like Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine. So is there any possible link which can actually put an end or ceasefire to this war?
It is 100% possible. There should be political will. There should be political will.
So it's all about politics.
It is a 100% political, agenda. They want I tell you very frankly, I'm not against anybody. Since you have asked me, you are a senior most journalist, you have asked me. United Nation is made for what? United Nation is made for establishing peace.
Peace, very much.
After the Second World War, why their failure in stopping this kind of war? Question mark.
Even after knowing the disaster.
Do they have sufficient money? They can do lots of workshop, lots of campaigning, lots of seminar, teaching, educating, stop war. Why they are failure in that? Simple thing, stop manufacturing of weapon. You closed down all the arms and ammunition factories. When there is no arms and manufacturing is done, automatically war will be there. It is very simple. It is logically, even a small boy can, understand this thing. But why not? They are promoting manufacturing of, equipments, all those things and all, killing instruments. They are doing that thing. So it is all politically agenda. They don't want the war to be stopped. They want somebody, even the Ukraine, Russia, going on for a long time. Innocent. We were the people, we had rescued 5 lakh people when Russia attacked Ukraine. Our team, they have done that thing. We know the pain of, innocent children, innocent youth, innocent girls, ladies, pregnant ladies, they have to be evacuated from there. They have to be brought to a refugee camp. Think, rich people are in the refugee camp. Very painful. I understand this because I have done the tsunami rehabilitation work. When there was tsunami disaster, Manmohan Singh, the honorable prime minister, he had made me the chairman of tsunami disaster. And I have done that tsunami relief and rehabilitation work. Evacuating from different places, keeping them in camp, giving them. We have paid. We have done our own self, not taking money from the government. We made intermediate shelters, 10,000, and also we gifted also earthquake resistant houses to the tsunami victims. So I understand rich people hide the innocent people staying in refugee camp where there is shortage of water, where there are other epidemic diseases, all those things and all. So it is forcefully is a crime, is a sin. I can say spiritually, it is a sin against human being, sin against the God, the creator of the whole humanity.
So another field what you work in is like environment protection. So what do you think is a major concern today about environment?
See, I'm not exactly in that, but environmental engineering, from the engineering background. See, with the perspective of India, India has fundamental duties, fundamental rights. Everyone are claiming fundamental rights, fantastic, do it. But then again, there is an Article 51A in the Constitution of India, fundamental duties. They have, every bona fide citizen of India have to perform their duties, fundamental duties. What are the fundamental duties? It is listed there. We have to protect our fragile environment. We have to protect our rivers. We have to protect all those things are there, and to promote the scientific temperaments and all those things. These are the fundamental duties of every bona fide citizen. Just see why many people are killed during the flood. Why people are killed? Why? Because the government is allowing them to build their houses near to the river bank.
Correct.
They should not do that. There are many more things which I don't want to talk today. I'm not there to list the negativity, but yes, for the positivity. Let us talk about the positivity. Yes, there is a threat for our environment. We know that climate changes, global warming. We know that there are a lot of changes are taking place. Suddenly when there is no rainy season, rain comes. Okay,
we
all
had
those.
rain last night.
Yes, rain is good, but not in that season. That is not correct. So like this, so we as a bona fide citizen of a country, we have to protect, all these things. Plus, very important thing as engineering, this thing. There are many industries, we need the industry for our development. But then many industries are producing the poisonous gas. Many industries are producing in the liquid form some other thing which goes to the ground, underground water.
So finally, sir, I just want to ask you one thing. Like, welcome to Goa. This should have been the first statement from me, but still, आज अब गोवा में है, you are in Goa. So what was it like all about?
See, I fell in love with Goa. This is my second time coming to Goa. Yeah, I had come earlier also. And the person who invited me in Goa is none other than His Excellency Dr. Ramesh Taudekar. He is the alumni of our American University and also of the United Nations University.
Okay.
Because last time when I had come, I had gone to many places, and also because there was a thesis written by our Dr. Ramesh ji. Why I'm calling Dr. Ramesh? Because we have given him a doctorate degree. So on the basis of his thesis, I went down to the grassroots level. I met the beneficiaries for whom he has built the housing. As I told you, I'm very much connected with the housing projects for the underprivileged, housing for the deprived people. He did that housing, concrete building, without compromising the quality. The best quality, he has built the houses and donated, to the beneficiaries. And many beneficiaries I've seen, they were handicapped. Some people were mentally challenged. Some people were really downtrodden people. But his connectivity with the grassroots level, connectivity with the common people, being a minister, but then also, he has done marvelous and incredible service for the humanity. And on that basis, we have a procedure to give the doctorate, or not only the thesis is okay, he wrote the thesis and all okay, but we have a procedure. We have our governing council of governors in 120 countries. So it was passed, approved by the governor of 120 countries, our board of governing council. And finally, it has come to me as a chairman and the chief chancellor have to approve it. So it has gone through a very strict procedures. After doing all those procedures and formalities, I honored him in very big convocation was there. And in that big convocation, I've honored him with this doctorate degree, honoris causa. So, being our alumni, so when he wrote me, I was busy. From US, I had gone to Uganda for 1 week, and every week I go to a new country. Every week I'm in a new place, new country. I was invited there in Uganda by the government of Uganda. We do a lot of projects, like we have signed some MOUs and all around 10 billion US dollar. We are supporting some government. So for that, I had gone there, and there also I've given some degrees and some awards to the cabinet ministers, like the Minister of Urban Development, because we are supporting for this, and also to the Minister of Industry. His name is Mr. David Bhatti, and the Minister of Land, Revenue, and Urban Development is her name is she's a lady, my spiritual daughter. Her name is Princess. So I've given to them also. From there, I had been to Rwanda. So I got a message that Dr. Rameshji, he wants me to come to, for he's one of the event here in these things. In fact, he had communicated me in the month of December that I should come in December. But somehow that was postponed. But then when I received, and I love Dr. Ramesh Thodekar because, of his work, gem of a person, down to the earth, humble man. He is elected 4 times, I suppose. He started his career as a social worker from the year 2005. And he was holding many positions. Others, Yuva Sangh. Also the Federation of the Sports. Federation of the Sports among the youths. Because we have signed MOU with so many countries, with Kenya, with so many countries, we are promoting peace through the sports, peace for the through the youth empowerment. So all these subjects are my subject, which he is doing here.
Okay.
I became very happy. Plus, also he received a very good, Karmavir Purushkar from Manane Modi ji. I think in the year 2015, he received that award and the purpose for the highest paddy cultivation. I always say this, many countries I used to say this, in another 10 to 15 years, it's easy for people to buy a biscuit of gold. Dubai will sell the gold. Abu Dhabi will sell the gold. Easy to buy. But it will be difficult to buy 1 kg of rice, 1 kg of wheat, because our earth strata is totally spoiled by the fertilizer, by the chemicals, somewhere because of the flood, because of so many other things. Now in the war zone area, correct, it will not produce any agriculture product for many years. So we promote the food grains. That is one of our agenda. So when I saw this man, he already received award from Prime Minister Modi ji, for the highest cultivation. I told, no, this is a real man who is doing the work in the grassroots level. Plus, one more thing is also there. When I read about him, his portfolio, he was the chairman of the Commission of SC and ST.
SCST, correct.
As the commission chairman, because we know, due to some or the other reason, economically, our own fellow citizen are in backward stage. I don't say in any other backward. Same mental capacity, same grasping capacity, everything, anatomy, physiology, everything is same. Due to some or the other reason, they are deprived of, they are underprivileged, they are marginalized. As the commission chairman, he has done incredible work, to bring them to that level of equality, rights of equality that is there. Plus, he was the Minister of Agriculture earlier. Now he's the Minister of Sports, Culture and Tribal Welfare. I'm very, very much connected with the tribes. Very much. I myself I have biological 2 children, but I adopted 12 tribal children. Total 14 children. We educated my children as a doctor. My children have become adopted tribal family, become doctors. I made them to become a doctor.
Wonderful.
Engineers. Recently one my daughter, from the tribal, from a jungle tribe, she has become doctor. Now she got her post-graduation degree, seat there in Australia. I'm happy. So I understand his work. So for all those things, during this Lok Mahotsav, I think the name was Lok Utsav. But I have given them a name, Lok Mahotsav. I added Mahotsav. Why? Because I went there because we also organize big program. We have hundreds and thousands of people come. When I was there in the program, I saw nowhere police. Everything is going systematically. No, perfect peace, harmony and love was there. People were coming, receiving award, going for their lunch, going for the food. Everything was perfectly. I did not see any police. Otherwise, say in many countries, we have to give undertaking, that we have this much number of volunteers, this much number of fire brigade, this much number of ambulance, this much number of. We have to give undertaking to the government. We have to make arrangement. Maybe this would have been there, but
they are there.
But I did not see them. That shows the discipline, the culture. He has developed that culture.
Correct.
Among the people. Come in discipline, go back in discipline. It's fantastic.
Sir, it's been an honor to have you today. Actually, we have even the profile what I've seen about you. It's like worldwide, so we can talk for hours together. But still, we have got this barrier of time.
Yeah.
So having you here was a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are honored, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Raj. Thank you very much. And it is my obligation, duty as the grandson of a freedom fighter, who was in Kalapani jail. Plus, my grandfather was having connectivity with Veer Savarkar ji. Veer Savarkar ji went later after my grandfather. And, he was, every freedom fighters used to be, punished. They used to burn their body. They used to lash them on the back and all. So he was also done the same thing, and he was, in a about to die stage. My grandfather, by profession, he was a doctor. He was a physician. So he somehow, helped him, treated him, through some way, and then he kept him alive. So in my house, we have lots of letters written by Veer Savarkar ji. He used to write to my, my grandfather. So literally speaking, my grandfather is the founder of RSS. We can say that. Oh. He's the founder. 1911, they started from 1901. 1901, they started this freedom movement. And 1911, he was arrested by the British government. And 1911, he was sent to Kalapani jail. सो ही वॉज, जो जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं संघ परिवार जो भी है, बाकी लोगों को तो पता भी नहीं होगा क्या है, बट he was, my grandfather was the, founder of that, we can say. I cannot say founder, but yes, a
You was in
member
that
of,
beginning stage.
yes, member of that kind of movement.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Take
God
care.
bless you. God bless you, Raj. Thank you, Raj.
Thank you.